Hari Om. Very happy to meet everyone again on the eve of Ganesh Chaturthi. Today I thought I will speak an important point which I would like to share with all of you. Building or inculcating spirituality in children. Today's children, there are some families where they are introduced to reciting shlokas or learning bhajans or something right from the young age, and they follow it. But certain children pray to God just in the evening sometimes, or sometimes in the morning, or sometimes during festivals, and there's not a big attachment towards it just because Appa and Amma is praying or something. It is our duty as elders to inculcate the knowledge about the divine. How can we do it? Only through stories. We cannot just blindly say, oh no, you have to pray to God. Praying to God is the most important thing. And you have to do, illati kanna kuttiruvar, illati saamita indha mari pananum, illa saamita idu pannena unna vandu punish பண்ணிடுவார். Sometimes we use, some parents, it's not everybody, but some parents use certain techniques like this. It is better not to portray God as a person whom we have to fear. It's better to take him or her. We may be attracted to Ganesha, we may be attracted to Kamakshi, we may be attracted to Vishnu, so, or Murugar, or anybody. Okay, that is the point. Is not that all of us like different colors, all of us like different flowers, all of us like different decoration. Similarly, all of us like different gods. But actually, the Almighty is just one. In fact, it has no rupam. It is just an Paramatma where a power, a divine power is there, which is nothing but our positivity and our positive thoughts. We have to instill in that to children slowly through stories. When we teach them or when we make them hear good stories right from the time they are born, I think whether they understand even when they are as an infant, they understand certain stories or not, I don't know. But I'm sure the soothing voice of the mother or the father or the grandmother, it depends, whoever is there with the child, it gives a soothing effect to the child. Then slowly we can start, once it starts understanding, we can teach the children. Till children, you should know, within 5 years, they have the maximum capacity to understand things. And in fact, they have more grasping capacity than anybody. It is our duty not to waste that period of time and start teaching them, catch them young. It's very important, catch them young. Start teaching them or telling them stories. There are so many stories of Ramayana and Mahabharata which you can share with the children. It's quite disappointing or saddening to say children don't know what is Ramayana and Mahabharata at all. It is maybe, they say, they come at a certain stage where they say, no, because the child was not being interested at all in reading. It may be the father was not interested or the mother was not interested. The elders not being interested in reading is something else. We inculcating qualities or certain values in children is different. So we cannot keep on saying, don't do that, don't do this, idu panna thappu, adu panna thappu. Cannot keep on giving rules and it. It's better to teach them through moral stories. So when we are teaching through moral stories, slowly we are also telling about our gods. It may be a story about a Muruga and a Vinayagar where the Jnanapalam was stolen. So there may be some moral behind it, where Vinayaka thought his parents to be the world. He considered Amma Yappan as the world. So that's why he went 3 times around them and took the param. Okay, it's a very simple story and a very, very popular story. Similarly, when we are talking about how Mahabharata was written, by whom it was written, by Ganesha. When Ganesha was writing the story, it was between Valmiki and him an agreement that Valmiki should not take more time to think and he should not stop writing. So you can also understand the relationship between the Guru and the Shishya. You can also understand the knowledge which is shared between both of them and the sincerity with which Vinayakar kept on telling. If he was distracted, he wanted to go there and play with his Mushika Vahana, or he wanted to go there and go to his mother and do that. Sincerity in the given job. So from every story I am saying, you can take more than what meets the eye. You can take more morals. So we have to make it interesting to the children. Start buying gifts for their birthdays or for their any small achievements. You have to buy story books for them. For the beginning, you can start buying Amar Chitra Katha books. You can start buying pictorial books so that children are interested in reading. If they are not able to read, you can read along with them. Nothing wrong. There is no age limit for reading books. Pictorial books should be read by children, and only all these heavy novels and motivational books should be read by elders. There's nothing like that. Who's giving all these rules and regulations? It is we ourselves. Or we say, oh, where do I have the time? I have to cook, I have to go for work, I have to do this, I have to clean the house. Everybody has got the same 24 hours. Everybody can do some time management so that we can use our time properly. So on this Vinayaka Chaturthi, eve of Vinayaka Chaturthi, for everything we pray to Vinayaka and then only we start our work, is it not? Similarly, I request all the parents to inculcate and introduce spirituality to children through Ramayana Mahabharata books. Please catch them young. Then afterwards they will go to all these adventure, that one, this one. Everything is needed. But something basically to keep them grounded. Spirituality helps. Teach them small shlokas. Sometimes children say they don't know even very, very small shloka also they don't know. So we have started, we have started a habit where children start with the shlokas and then we start the class. It is generally supposed to be taught in the house or in the school. So nowadays when I ask the children, must be learning some shlokas in school, is it not? So sometimes some schools, I'm not talking about all schools, there may be exceptions of one or two, but they all say, oh ma'am, we just go to the assembly and then we just stand there and we come back to the class. So neither do they know about any spirituality, neither do they know or nor do they know about the the current affairs. There is no concentration given on any particular thing which is needed to be given. When we start our class, we start with Gajanana bodhakanati sevitam kavitya jambula palasara bhakshitam ashutam shoka vinasha karanam namami vigneshwara pata pankajam. Then we go to Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Then we go to Hayagriva, who helped us to save the Vedas. So when we go to Hayagriva, slowly we will go to the stories of Vishnu. So who is Hayagriva? An incarnation of Vishnu, who's got a horse face. So we will come to that. Why he's got a horse face there? So what did he save? What did he do? What was the time situation for him? From whom did he save? All these questions will arise. Slowly we will go to the Dashavataram. Each avataram has got a story. Each avataram has got a moral. It is actually a very in-depth subject. But at least we can start them through Amar Chitra Katha, because I told you they will be interested through pictures. Then we go for Hayagrivar. Hayagrivar is supposed to be a person who has given the knowledge to Saraswati itself. So we go Jnananandamayam Nirmalam Sparikakritam Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmehe. But this background I told the children and then only I mean that learn the story. Not blindly. இதெல்லாம் படிக்கணும், இதெல்லாம் படித்தாதான் நல்லது, இதெல்லாம் சொன்னாதான் நல்லது. Not like that. Then we go to Dakshinamurti. Dakshinamurti is a Jnana Swarupi. Many people worship him on Thursdays. If you go to the temples, you will see the Kondakadala Mala adorned by Dakshinamurti, which is Shiva. So we tell a shlokam for that also. Om Pranavartaya, Shuddha-jnanaika Murtaye, Nirmalaya, Prashantaaya, Dakshinamurtiye namaha. Chinna shlokam da. When I introduced about 8 to 10 shlokas to children, initially they found it a little difficult. Now they can tell even Velmal shloka. It depends upon how you introduce to them, how you insist they have to tell it. Then automatically they learn, because children are like sponge. It depends upon what you pour for them to absorb. Please have this in mind. Today being Vinayaka Chaturthi, I have taught children 16 small namas of Ganesha, which I will post it in the description box. So people who happen to see the video and you happen to be the parents of small children, please see to that. Introduce them to small namas. It starts with sumukhaya namaha, om dantaaya namaha. It just goes. It goes for just 16 namas. It takes about 2 minutes time. 1 or 2 namas will be little difficult to read at the beginning. But just with practice, what we cannot achieve. Looking forward to talking to you more on such useful matters. Happy Ganesh Chaturthi to everyone.